Welcome to the Spirou for GameBoy Beginner's Guide. This guide I'd like to take you through the game Spirou for the Game Boy. This is, as it's saying, it's a beginner's guide, so some of the routing might be improved, but I hope to give a start, like if you start running the game. Game itself is pretty fun. It has some hard parts, like some tricky jumps, but overall, if you know the route, it should be pretty doable. So it's actually a pretty fun game. It has like, if you really only want to finish the game, it has like 3 parts. So from this level, which you see here, the streets, until the factory is the first part. Then you get a password. Then from the rooftops to the catacombs is the second part, then you get the second password, and then the final part up until the end where you defeat Cyanide, the boss. Every part has like an auto-scroller level and also like some classic jump and run levels. But yeah, let's go through them from the start. Let me just restart the game. I'll be doing the game on easy mode, as I've played most of it now in easy mode. You can set the mode in the options, so you can just choose easy here. And yeah, let's just jump in. You can if you press start, there will be like a introduction to the whole game. And you can skip that with pressing start. So if you just press A or B, it will like come up with the next image. So if I just press A, it will come up with the next, and you lose some time until you actually can play the game. So best is just, let me reload. If you press start, just press start once more, and then you will be directly in the game. Before I forget, there's also like a debug mode, which is pretty handy for practicing. You can like jump to the levels immediately. So if you press start and then down, B, left, right, A, down, up, A, it will unpause and it will give a list of all the levels you can go to. The fun part is that they're in Spanish, I guess because the game was developed by Bitmanagers, which are from Barcelona, Spain. So you'll have to figure out what the level name actually means. So yeah, if you some of them are easier if you don't speak Spanish, but aero, air is not that far from that, so that's a plane level. Where you're flying in this kind of an airplane. The fun thing is also, if you like choose a level, it will finish the current level and you get the level end screen, and then you will start the next one. So it's like setting the pointer for which level will start after that. Maybe you can show that. If I choose catacombs, it will finish the current game. And after that it will load up the catacombs, which is an auto-scroller game. Also, there's no time limit on all the levels. I mean, for the auto-scroller, you will just die if you were too slow, but for all other levels, there's no time limit, so it's pretty decent to learn the game, and also taking your time for some tricky jumps. Let's just start with the first level, which is the streets. For the streets, you can just by the way, sorry, for the controls, you can jump with A, and in the later levels you can shoot with B. And there's like a special move. If you're running, you're then pressing down, you can slide below things. So if you start running, you can run with B. Like by holding B, and if you press down, you can slide slide below things, and it's very important because you will not you need to slide under certain things to finish some levels. You can't just slide, so Spirou will just like, crouch if you press B. You have to have some momentum to actually slide. Yeah, but we will come to that later, I guess. For the streets level, you just go into this door, and then you'll be greeted by this bird, like a dove. Maybe I should pause instead of take damage. And after this, you can just run. Yeah, maybe let's go again through that door to get the proper timing. Let's make a safe set here. So if you go through the door and then just walk up to the bird and then let yourself fall, it should just work out that you can that you won't get hurt by the other bird, and then you can go to the other part, like on that rope, and let yourself fall onto the ladder. The thing with ladders is if you go very close, then you can go up and down all the way, but it's really slow. So the best part is really if you let yourself fall a little bit before the end of the rope, so that you can like you don't have to climb down all the parts. It's a bit tricky though if you let yourself go too early, then you will take damage if you hit the floor. So yeah. Then you can like run below the falling flowers, and also there are some dogs in the level. If you just walk, you will get hit by the flowers, so they have to yeah, you have to run with B. Also, then you can just jump over the dogs. The fun thing with B is, and maybe I can show it after this. This is also pretty straightforward. Just yeah, just climb on the rope to the other side. Yeah, maybe let's finish the level first. There's also a dog here. You can jump over that, go into the next door. And then here's like the first mini tricky jump. It's not really tricky, but in the beginning it can be a bit hard to like you don't know what you have to do here in the beginning if you play the game for the first time. And actually you can just run and then jump, and then you will grab onto the ladder on this side. And it's really not a tight jump, but you have to know that you have to run and jump to get to the other side. Then here it's kind of the same thing as we had before, like you can let yourself fall and you can climb to the other side. And here also just fall or climb down and try not to take damage. Yeah, and that's basically the level. You can now just run to the end. This is one door you don't have to go into, like the other ones, I guess. If you see a door, you can just enter it. But this one's not necessary, so you can just like run to the end of the level. There's a dog in the way here. But after that, that's already the first level. I wanted to show something with also like you have some some parts of the story which I now just skipped. What I want to show is like if you jump and you go just left or right, you're really slow. You can also start pressing B in the air. So if you start, that's just like a normal jump. But if I now jump and then start holding, maybe you can show it with a bigger jump. Let's do slow jump. And if I start jumping and then press B, I can accelerate in the air, and that's like a pretty fun mechanic because it's so not realistic that you like gain speed while you're in the air. Yeah, this level also is pretty straightforward. You can just jump on that mouth that's there, and then there's you saw I grabbed the balloon. You can it's enough time to grab the balloon and go up here. There's another balloon later in the level, and it's the same for that one. So you just arrive in time to grab it. If you miss it, it's not a problem. You can just wait for another balloon. It is a bit hard, but like distance is a bit, the distance changes like on where the clown is walking. But you can always jump with A and B, and then you can really jump quite far, and then you should always be able to grab the edge. Yeah, the edge grabbing mechanism is also one of the tricky parts of the game. So it feels like if you're just at the edge, you won't grab it. So you can see I'm overlapping like 1 pixel with the edge. But if I jump, I won't grab it. So I really have to be a bit it only doesn't even work if I'm overlapping by 2 pixels, I guess. Yeah, you really have to overlap quite a bit. So maybe you saw it here. That didn't work. So yeah. So you have to jump a bit into the edge that works. It's a bit annoying in the beginning, but yeah, if you get used to it. So yeah. Then there's some plane dropping some bombs here. And then again this mouth where you have to jump onto. You can also stand on the planes. It's used later in the level. Oops. There's a heart here if you need some health. There's a level up. Just let's restart. There's a level up just on top of this shelf. Maybe, yeah, you can see it if you jump. Here also you can like grab onto the edge and then wait until the plane goes away and then go up. And this is like also a little bit of a tricky jump in the beginning. Yes. By the way, if you're hanging on an edge and you just wait a little bit too long, you will fall down. So there are some parts where this is really not something you want to. So if you're hanging, yeah, it's best to just get up. This is second balloon. Like I said, you can, if you reach the point where you see it, you can just grab it and then walk up. Yeah. Also for this here, you don't have to catch this balloon. Actually, you can just go here and then jump onto the plane. Next plane. This is actually, you have to run and jump here, else you won't make it. Here you don't need to take the... Let's do that again. I should use more save states, I see. Yeah, don't need that, so let's just jump into the plane. You can even make it in one cycle. You can also just walk around on the bottom, and then you see, you can't pass here. So you have to take the plane. So and here's like 2 planes combined, and if you have those, you're already at the end of the level. So also this one is pretty straightforward. Then some more story, and then you get the first auto-scroller level. And this is like a bit annoying, because if you are maybe let's pause. If you were hit by some of these walls, they will like push you into the end of the level. That didn't happen now, but maybe I can show you. So if you say, I'm waiting here, and let's make a quick save state. If you decide to go down and then get up a bit too late, they might push you into the back of the scrolling thing. Like if you get up and then want to walk, it didn't even work. Let's say I decide to, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, they can push you back. But yeah, as you see, it's pretty. You have pretty much time. If you just duck and then wait until you see kind of the backside of them, then you should be fine. This level has also, you can also access the train part below, and you can just walk through that part if it's possible. I think you have to alternate, like walk on the train and then get into the train. And there are some enemies inside the train, but also some hearts. So yeah, you can, if you can't get into it, you can just go up again. And yeah, this is like pretty simple. More of those walls will come. And I think here you can enter the train, yeah. And then there will be like one here, and later on also second one of those enemies. Oh yeah, here. Here. And now we also have a gun. So if you keep pressing B, you can like shoot. Right. Now, as you saw, Cyanida will appear sometimes in this level. It's like 3 times, and as soon as you see her, like as soon as you see the sprite appear, there will be some lines, as you maybe saw. Then you can almost immediately jump up, and it will just go fine. That the bullet will go below you. So yeah, you have to be. Like you have to pay attention. If there's a part where no more walls are coming and nothing's happening, like here, I think here nothing happens, but and the next time she will appear again. Here's some more going through the train, and also a heart if you need it. Yeah, now she might appear again. Yeah, you can she will always like just shoot. I also I'm not really sure, but I think you can't damage her. So, yeah. And if she appears the 3rd time, you know the level is over. You can just jump over, and the level will be finished. Pretty straightforward. This is the factory. As you saw, yeah, maybe there are multiple like enemies things which can hurt you. You saw the steam pipes below. They will push out some steam in a very regular pattern, and they will hurt you. And there are also these things above, which will shoot bullets. Yeah, and then there are, I think, like those things which hang onto the ceiling, like this one, and they will fall down and they will follow you, which is a bit annoying, especially if you have to go below like a wall. And like here's actually the first time that you really need to do that slide thing. So let's try that. Let's move. Like start running, and then start running, and then press down while you have momentum, and then you will just slide below the wall, and it should be fine. By the way, most of the times there are some steam pipes. You can just you will just see them pushing out steam, and then you can just run over them, and it will much pretty good. So you won't have to wait that many times. Here you could fall down, but it's like you will get hurt. So if I on this time on this one not, but yeah, maybe I can show it on the other ones. Here it's apparently fine to just let yourself fall down. There are also like the two balls beside each other where you also have to do the slide thingy. And then walk up the ladder and wait a bit for the steam to come out. Also here you can just, most of the time you can just run, and it will be fine. As for the shooting, I didn't really, you saw in the last level you can shoot with B. There's also, if you hold up and shoot, you can shoot up, and you can also shoot down. And this one's a bit tricky because you have to start shooting, like you press B just before you press down, like it's B down, and then you will shoot down. If you press both at the same, if the down press is a little bit earlier or at the same time, you also might just crouch. So you have to be sure to just start with B and then press down, and it should be fine, yeah. Let's see if we can show it here. Yeah, here it's too high, so you will get hurt. So you either way, either you can start like climbing it and then let yourself fall. That's fine, or you can also try to grab the ladder in midair and then let yourself fall again, that you don't take damage. And then that's also a pattern like that. There will be an enemy like this one, and then a wall where you have to slide below, or this one where you have to be a bit quick and then also slide. Ah yeah, and yeah, this one will also, you can shoot them. Ah, you can actually, okay. Haven't really tried that. So let's slide below. Ah, yeah, and you can just run over most of that. By the way, there are some secret chambers like this one, and there's just more of the coins you can pick up. You'll get some extra life if you collect enough of them, but yeah, it's not really interesting to collect them if you're just trying to finish the game a bit quick. This one's an interesting, like there's a opening on the right and there steam will come out, and there's also, you have to slide below the wall, so you have to time it a bit. So maybe let the steam slide, steam pipe push out some steam and then slide below it. And this is already the end of the level. And then you also get a password. So the thing is, if you now game over, let's do that. If you game over, you will start again at the main menu, But if you just press start, you will enter the game again at this point. So there's, if you really want to play it safe and just finish the game for a first time in one sitting, yeah, you can just let it game over, and you will start in that part where you were lost. It's also for the next password. So this is the rooftops level, the first one. There are 2 of them. The second one's really short. And here, if for most of the time, if you enter a roof, there will be some kind of tank which will shoot at you. So you will see, if you walk a bit, a bullet comes, and you can just jump over it and shoot it, and it will only need 1 hit, and it will disappear. Same as for the next roof. If you slide down, and then yeah, it's just pretty much the same. This is one of the, it's not a really tricky jump, but you'll have to be sure really to jump as wide as you, to do a really big jump. Yeah, and this is a bit of an annoying thing. It will be, if you come at this chimney, it will just push out some smoke. You can't really rush it here, or you will take damage. At least I haven't found a way. If you, the moment like that you climb up and come to this chimney, it will always like just push out some smoke. So that's a bit annoying. But yeah. Then here, this is like the first level. You just jump and then grab onto the ladder. There also a flying enemy, which you don't have to care about. But yeah, here you enter the roof again, and then same happens as before. There's this tank shooting at you, and yeah. So these are like, I'm not sure what they are, flying kites or something, and they are a bit tricky because you have to time your jump that you, especially for the second one. For the first one, you can just do a regular jump, but for the second one, you have to like guess where it will be, and yeah, it's a bit tricky, but not too tricky. And here also, if you first enter this roof, there also will be like this tank which you have to shoot. Also the annoying smoke. And here it's the same. So you can, but this time you have to jump on the thingy above. And then the last roof, there's no enemy, but that's also already the end of the level. And now this is the second rooftop level, and it's really small. So they're like the flying enemies, which maybe you can show that again. If you time it right when it's just coming, sorry, yeah. So if I just start to shoot, shooting always is a bit delayed. So if you start to shoot, if it's like if it's just appearing on the screen above, then you should be fine, and the bullet should just hit. And here, again, this is also like a semi hard jump. It just has to be long enough that you reach the other rooftop. Now for this one, you don't actually have to shoot it. You can just walk and run and then jump, and it yeah, won't hurt you. Then here the roof, and then here this one you just have to know this is already the end of the level. So yeah, another tank which shoots you, and then you can finish the level. Next up is kind of a mini boss. It's the first mini boss in the game, and this one's a bit tricky. Either you take your time, and it's always like following the same patterns, or you take a bit of damage and you can finish it a bit faster. But yeah, let's first. I think the easiest way is to shoot it think once or twice, and then watch out for the next. You can either shoot it in the if the ball is away, or if the ball is like if he's holding the ball. Like both are like you have a time slot to shoot him like yeah, when the ball is flying, or if he takes it back, and then yeah, that's already it. But yeah, as you saw, I took some damage. I went to a bit too near. Maybe let's do that again. Now I try to shoot him when the ball's away. Then it will only throw the ball twice, and then come to the left side. So that's now. Yeah. So it's no, I only took 1 damage, and I think that's the best I'm currently doing. But yeah, I'm sure there are also like faster ways. But yeah, that's what I've found out so far. If you just shoot him if the ball's is away, then it's, I think it's the for me it was the easiest. Yeah, let's say it this way. Next up is the auto-scroller level. This is the Aero level, which you saw in the debug section. This one's kind of tricky. For me, the strategy worked best to just stay at the uppermost part for as long as possible, because especially these enemies that you see here, they're a bit annoying. They will like shoot and then make a circle around you and then shoot again if they're not if they're still inside some bounds. And if you really go up to the upper part, then they will just disappear. So that's kind of the easiest way. So, and like there are 2 kinds of enemies. There are there are more, but there are like the 2 which appear most. The round one you saw, they will just take 1 hit, and then there's this shark thing, which will take 2 hits. It waits actually before it gets the first hit, and will then attack you, or yeah, just fly forward. So it will not move until we hit it. So we need to take care of our fuel, like the F you see here. I now have 6 fuel left. And you need to kill a certain amount of enemies to refill your fuel, or else you will just crash, and you have to redo the level. And you really don't want to redo the level, because it's like the auto scrolls are pretty long in this game. So yeah, if you shoot him once, then it will just come up to you. So for me the easiest was like to shoot the enemies as they appear and stay in the uppermost part, especially for the round enemies. You also saw I picked up some fuel. There's 1 heart in the beginning of this level. It just appeared below, which you can grab. Yeah, and then there are also the enemies, which the one you are just seeing above, which will drop some kind of package which does damage, and you can shoot them, and they will just fly over you. This is a bit of a, I'm not sure if this is the part that they try that you don't stay on the upper part, but yeah, for me it's still easier to just dodge them and then get up to the top again. So yeah, as you saw, they dropped some little package which will do damage. And here you can see the fuel power up. And in the beginning, fuel's not really a problem, so you can also wait a bit if you have those shark things before you. But there will, like mountains will appear, and then it's a bit tricky, or you really have to grab enough fuel, and then fuel will be a problem. In the beginning, it's not a problem, but yeah, later parts it is. Also the music's really nice, I really like it. As you saw now, the mountains are beginning. And it's, I think, 3 or 4, and then the level will be finished. But you can't shoot, there's also an extra life here. You can't shoot, especially the shark things, if they're inside the mountain. So, and as you saw, I was like on 3 fuel before. Now I'm on 9 again, but yeah, you'll have to take care of it. So if they're, I can't shoot them now. If they're like past the mountain already, the sprite blocks the bullets from going through. Some more fuel, and I think this might be already the last. Like your ship will crash, but this is totally okay. This is the end of the level. So if it crashes after the last mountain, that's where you finish the level. Now to my favorite level. No, it's this is the mountains level, and this was, like, for me personally, the hardest to learn. You have some really tricky birds, like big birds, which will try to attack you. They will wait a bit, and then they will try to attack you, and they're really annoying to get the timing right to shoot them. So yeah, the first one's already up above, waiting for us. So yeah, it will just, if you do nothing, it will just attack you, and sometimes you're starting to shoot them, but then you can't find the rhythm, and like shooting takes some time, and they're already attacking you the next time. So that's really annoying. But yeah, let's do it again. If you just go up like here and then jump upon this tree thing on the branch, and jump up, and then just press B. So take out your gun and shoot. Then it will just be at the right timing to shoot the bird. So I'll show it again. You just jump and then press B, it will just shoot the bird. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. This level consists of like two pigs, which leave some key item which you need to open up stone doors. I have no idea what it is, but yeah. So we'll just now go to the first pig, and it will spit out some kind of, I don't know, carrot or, yeah, something we need to open up the stone door. And now we need to get down and to the right to that stone door, but the thing is the bird will spawn again, so we need to be a bit quick, so we can let ourselves fall, and now the bird will already appear, but we can just, okay, I wasn't quick enough, because yeah, but yeah, doesn't matter. And now we can get to this door, and now this is like a fixed, like you don't have to do anything. It's a Spirou will shoot the stone door, and you can walk in to the door. And then you will appear a bit on the top. So this jump is actually a little bit tricky. You can't do the full jump because you will land. I can show it. If you really do like with the full jump, it won't work. Or you can even also directly, like if you can also like miss the platform like this, and that's really something which you want to avoid, because you have to restart the whole level every time. And yeah, it's pretty, or yeah, it's not that long the level, but it took me some time to learn it. So if you just like press B half of the time and then let B go, then you will just land in the middle of this platform. And yeah. Then here you don't want to touch like those, I'm not sure what they are, beavers or squirrels. Like they will electrocute you. You saw the electricity, and yeah, and it's not only taking one heart, but it's also like blocking you and especially if there are birds around, that's a bit annoying. So let's go to the other side. I'm actually now going on the, like, there's the left side, and this is now the right mountain, and you can also cross, like, the go to this mountain on the top, like on the top, and also with some jumping. The thing is, we need something which is here on the lower part. Just chop it like the second pig, and then we have to go up again, but on the left side. Yeah, so it's a bit complicated to tell. So we will. You can't, like, you can't go up here. So this is like, it's not possible to go directly up here. So you have to go to the left first and then go up there and then jump to the other mountain on the top. Here again, this is also a pretty a tricky part, because you see the bird is already appearing. And now we have to find the rhythm to shoot it. For me, it worked best to walk up to the platform and then just shoot it like this. Yeah, and it should be enough time to that it just matches when the bird attacks. And then we can go here and here. So now we're on top of the left mountain, so to speak, and we can just do a full jump over. So while pressing B the whole time, and we will just land here. You saw it's a bit tricky, because this, you will just, you have enough time, but you have to pay attention that if you land, that you just jump again. Then the next stone door is here, and we can blow it away with our thing we got. And yeah, this is now the final part of the level. It's like going over again and then go up. And so there's one more bird just above. You can see it. You can see some part of the sprite which is coming to the screen on the upper part. And here, for me, the easiest is just like to wait a little bit on this on this edge, and then wait until you see the bird, and then just jump up 2 times and shoot it. Maybe I can show it. I see the bird, jump, and start shooting, and the second bullet will hit. So maybe you can. So just walk up here, wait until you see the bird, do 2 jumps, and then you can shoot the bird. Yeah. That's basically the level. And now you just need to grab onto the left. Okay, if you didn't know that, if you're slow enough, the bird will attack once more. Yeah, wait, let's do it again from here. So if you are here in the level and just like jump here, grab here, and then the bird won't bother you. And this is also kind of a tricky grab, because you have to jump to the left and then turn yourself in the air that you can grab this edge. Maybe I can show it again. So jump, grab, and then like jump a bit to the left, but you can only grab it if you're facing the right way. Yeah, and that's already the end of the level. This is the next auto-scroller. It's the Catacombs. It has some some falling stones, as you see, and you can spot them by jumping up. So if you jump up, you see them. You see the sprites of them. So here's another one. Yeah, they're not. They can do some damage, but they're not. They're not. You just have to watch for them. But there are only, I think, like 5 or 6 of them in total. There are like some parts, like the beginning is one part, and there's 1 or 2 parts later in the game where in the level where they will come. By the way, on easy mode, it's pretty slow, so you have enough time also for jumping the next stone. But on the higher difficulties, this will be faster. There's also like power level up, you see here, and those things that you just saw, you have to be really careful to only just land and then jump further, because if you stand on them for like more than a second or something, you will fall. You can't jump anymore. Even if it starts falling down, you fall with them, and then you have to redo the level. That's pretty annoying. Then the skeletons are pretty fun. Like I'm playing on the GameBoy Color version of the emulator, and then you see like the the active sprites are red, like Spirou is red, and also the skeletons which will fall out of their coffins are also red. So if you approach them, they will just fall out, and the other ones they won't. Yeah. Then there's those flying things. You can just wait until they fly on top, and then you can walk below them. There's one, maybe it's already here. There's like one part which is tricky, because if you take damage you will fall down and you have to redo the level, but no, it's not yet here. And then there are those kind of stone monkeys which will spit out fire, and you just have to avoid the fire. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Maybe I can show it here. If I like stand a bit too long, you fall down, and that's really annoying. So yeah, just jump over on them and jump to the next edge. Ah yeah, here's this is the thing, the only tricky part in the level. You can either wait and take it really take your time and then walk below. Or you can also like jump over it. Maybe. But this might lead that you take some damage. The worst thing that you can do is like wait a bit too long, take damage, and then fall down. Let's do that again. Okay, most of the time you'll be pushed back, but I always had some trouble like when jumping, that you take damage. Doesn't look so bad. Yeah, maybe it was only me having trouble. But if you... Yeah, it sucks if you like wait till the last point in time where it's possible and then try to jump, take damage, and then you don't have time to do a proper jump anymore. So yeah, I would just... I think the easiest way is just to walk below it, like wait. Ah, exactly, that was it. Okay, if you go below it and you wait too long, you will take damage. So anyway, yeah, this is like one section that might be worth practicing a bit. This is a little bit of a tricky jump. But as the lower edge is a bit, the right edge is a bit lower, it's not that tricky, so it should be fine. There are also some more stones waiting for us, as you see in the top. You can just walk. It will be enough speed that they won't hit you if you keep walking, so you don't have to run. I think here's a second one. Yeah. I think it's similar to the first part where you with the stones. Then some kind of bat again. And then there are some small platforms. The more will follow those. Some more skeletons. Also a little bit of a tricky jump, but not too much. Some stones. This one is like, it looks like the other part with the bat, but it's actually much easier because you can stay on this, stay on the platform before the spikes. This is a bit of a foreshadowing to another platform, like one of those which fall down. Here it's easy because you see the platform to the right pretty far ahead, but there's one where you have to like wait until it gets visible. Maybe I can show it later. Oh wait, I missed it. That was already, yeah. This is already the end of the level, and here you are not in a hurry because you can just wait, let the scrolling finish, and then you can really time your jump. Because if you take damage here, let's show that. If you take damage, didn't even, okay, just take damage. But yeah, you don't have to rush. You can just wait until it spits out the fire and then finish the game, the level. Yeah. So this is the next password. And the next level. This is you can jump on the hippos and they will be like a what do you say? You can bounce off them. Yes, and this level is like a bit of a mix of walking on the lower part and jumping on the hippos, and then climbing trees and go to the right on the upper part. So you can, it's also alternating, I guess. Like you first jump on the hippo, then go up the tree and get over there via the tree, and then it's hippos again, and then you can go through the tree again. So it's easy to memorize. There are some mosquitoes which are a bit annoying. They can push you down, or if you take damage at the wrong place, you will fall down. You can shoot them, but they will not actually die, but they will just move slower. So you have some more. Okay, still managed to take damage. Wait, let's do it again. Here also with the edge, if you jump into the edge, you should be fine. But if you really just hit the edge on the very first few pixels, then it might not even recognize it. And you won't. Here you can wait a bit, it will jump before you. And here you can go down to the second hippo part and jump over them. There's like 2 of them, so you have to hit both of them. And then go through the tree again. Oops. And then go here on top of one tree to the next. And here's the same like before. There will be a mosquito here which sometimes disappears. I haven't found out why yet. So yeah. It's here. Maybe I just misremembered. Yeah. And this will also, yeah, can kill you if you are not cautious. So let's. If you're in the wrong, I think they're in the same rhythm. Like if you start shooting at this wrong time, you will just miss the mosquito. It's pretty annoying. So I think this is only the. Let's see, this is all second tree. Yeah, sorry. The save state is a bit old, so let's go over here. Now, yeah, now we should be at the second mosquito. Yes. Yeah, I haven't found really a consistent way to not take damage for the second mosquito, but yeah, I'm sure there is a way. Here you can either like jump off on the upper branch or just jump onto this one, and here you can jump into the finish of the level, because if you just jump to the right you will hit the end of the level. This is the second part, or like what is it called, jungle. Here you can go up first, and here's a little bit of a tricky slide. If you slide too late, you will slide down the tree. Or if you slide too early, you will... okay, it was much too early. You will just land below the boxing... they say boxing glove. But for me, like, the visual cue was like this edge here. If you start pressing down here, it will just be enough that you will be between the boxing glove and between that and falling down. So if you just start running and then press down here, it will just be fine. You can shoot the other tank robot from here. And yeah, now comes the first really tricky part, tricky jump of the game. Maybe you can like walk a bit into the... you can walk up until maybe even a bit further. I'm still on the edge, so I'm not sure why they did it this way, but you can walk pretty far here before you fall down. So you also have to like to run a bit into the empty and run a bit over the edge to really take the... before you take the jump. So just gonna show it. And then you just land here. And then you have to remember to get up, because else you will fall down after some seconds, because Spirou can't hold himself very long. Yeah, let's show it. If you just would jump like it would be a normal edge, that would be here. Right, okay, can't do it different way, I guess. Yeah, it's really a tight jump, so just get as much... just jump as late as you can, or a bit over the edge, and then should be fine. Here will a little tank robot which will come, which you can shoot, and then a second glove which you can just slide below. Yeah, and then you have to get up again to get over the over to the tree, I guess. Here you have to hold onto that rope, but there's this mosquito, so you will take damage. But you can like shoot it to make it slower, and then you're just fine to grab onto the rope. Here you have to get down actually, but there's like a robot tank. Get down here, and then here there will be like second mini boss, but yeah, it takes like four hits, I guess. And it's a bit annoying if it gets too close, so you better just... yeah, okay. Just start shooting. If you see it will only like take 4 hits, so yeah. But if it comes too close, you will take damage and you won't be able to shoot back, so that's a bit annoying. Also, it will like shoot sometimes. You can dodge them, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you can run into the finish of the level. This one's a pretty fun level. I call it River Raft. There are some spikes falling down from the top of the level, as you see, like the red one. If you stand in front of the raft until they start to wiggle a bit, indicating that they will fall down, and then walk to the back of the raft, or like take 2 steps to the left, it will just be fine, and they will fall into the water before you. So like start to wiggle, go a bit back, and they will just pretty straightforward. Fun fact is also that there will be enemies, like on the second platform there will be an enemy, but you can just jump into the water and swim if you want. So it's not that you would die if you touch one of those things below here. I think it's you will die and the level will be restarted. But for the water you can just swim in the water. But I think it's only possible in the beginning, or it only makes sense here to not take damage from that enemy. Because for the other parts there will be those spikes on the ground, and you won't make it up into the raft, so it's pretty useless unless for that first part. Right? But most of the time you have to take care for the red falling spikes, like those spike-shaped stones. Not sure what to call them. Also bats here, you can just duck and you will not take any damage, so it's pretty simple. This is also one of the few times where shooting down really helps to shoot the enemy. So if you just walk up or just climb up the edge and then wait a bit until the enemy gets close, you can just shoot it. You saw there for the last slope, you will just slide down, so you really have to time it when the raft is below, that you don't fall onto the spikes. Maybe I can show that, because if you fall onto them, you will just die. It's not that you lose health, you will just immediately die, so yeah, you really want to avoid that. So this one, I think it's this one, where you will meet like 2 enemies. You can see one coming and you can just shoot them from this ramp. There will be a heart, and the best thing is just to grab the heart, then start shooting, because the robot which comes is pretty fast. Yeah, and that's it. You can then wait until your raft comes by and gives you a taxi to the next platform. Also I think this is faster on harder difficulties, so, but yeah, you don't want to mess this up, because it feels like a pretty long level at least, yeah. Some more falling stones. I guess here you could swim again, but not sure what would happen when stones would be falling to the water. Never tried that. So here the game will lag a bit, but if you mess it up, okay, that never happened before. If you like, you should have enough time to just climb up and then shoot the robot. If you just jump a bit before the raft goes below the platform. So let's try that again. Yeah, it should be fine. And then you can just jump back into the raft again. I think that's the last enemy. Or maybe a bat. But yeah, that's the one which you have to actively shoot. No, maybe one more. Yeah, let's see. I think one more. Yeah, exactly. Which you can shoot with shooting down. Yeah. And then the level should already be finished. So this is a level where you have to actively swim. You see, if you run here, you will just you won't get hit. Also, when you swim, there are those electric fences. I'm not sure what you like, electricity, which is kind of weird because you're in water. You should also like feel that. But yeah, if you swim up, if you swim up to one, normally you just have enough time to go through them. So I think all of those will give you enough time to just go through them. You don't have to wait. Yeah. This is also a level where you have to pick up stuff to open up a kind of gate, or like walls, barriers which will open if you have the correct item. The items look like candy, and the items will be there will always be robots which will guard the candy. So yeah, that story. And like they will shoot, and if you time it right, you can just jump the bullets and then shoot once or maybe twice, and then until they think they take 3 damage, and then you can get the candy. Yes, and then you have to get down to the next. It was close. And then here again, I think if you run, you can just make the thing on top will just fall down behind you, and you won't take any damage. So it's also pretty easy. And this is where like Spirou places the candy on top of a wall, and then it disappears. So okay, fine with that. Then there are some fish which will shoot you, and yeah, you can just swim above them. If you go down first a bit, they will follow you, and then you can swim over them without taking any damage. So that's the safe strat. But yeah, normally there's not so much to take damage on. Also here you can just run and they will not hit you. Then here's a bit of a tricky part, and I think the kind of a spider which falls down, they're here to like stress you out a bit, because the next part you really need to time your jump well. You will slide down, and you need to time your jump so that you will get hold of the edge in the right moment. So if you walk, then slide a bit, and then jump onto, you can even jump on it there. And if you don't do anything, you will just slide down to the abyss, and yeah, you have to redo the level. There's one other part where it's like this at the end. Yeah, they're a bit tricky. You see here the next part where we need an item, and there's also like the next robot guarding it. It's a bit more tricky because it will be diagonal, but it should be fine also. And there's the next candy. You have to like crouch to get it. But for the rest, this is like this is the next part. Or yeah, and this is already the end of the level. I think it's a bit shorter, so if you slide, then jump, you can just get a hold onto this edge. Yeah, if you do nothing, you'll just okay. What's that? Nice. Okay, I didn't know that. You can also finish the level this way. Wait, why did I learn this jump? Yeah, this is like the way I used to finish the level, but maybe it's on easy mode. I wonder if it's the same on hard. I'll have to find out later. Okay, let's get to the last level. This is the base. Yeah, I think they call it that. This is a bit. This is like has 2 parts. Like the first part, you get to the you have to deal with a mini boss and then destroy something, and then a timer will activate, and then you have to get back or get to the last door, and then you will fight Cyanida as the end boss. Also here, most of the times there will be tanks like shooting at you. You will hear them a little bit before you approach them. So I'm not sure if you can hear it. I will walk a bit. Yeah, that was already it. And then like the next shot will be, you will see, and you can like actively counter them. Also here, you slide below the rocks, and then more tanks will shoot at you. Most of the time, if you just slide it below a rock, there will be a tank waiting in the beginning, so yeah, you have to be a bit careful. Then there are other enemies in the train level. There are actually there they were also like they look the same, or the sprite is the same, but here they will need 2 damage, or you will need to shoot them 2 times. So first time, second time. You also maybe notice that they will bounce a bit if you shoot them, which will be very handy for the last part where the timer is activated. Because you then there will be rocks falling down on you, and you need the extra time, like you need to time it when the next rock will hit you and when you will shoot the enemies. But yeah, let's come to that. But you see, if you shoot them once, they will bounce back a bit. It's pretty handy. We slide it below a rock, so what will come next? Let's see. Tank shooting at us. Then for the next part, there will be like one of those flying thingies coming at us just as we enter the door. So if we just come from the left side and enter and start to shoot, we will not shoot into the right direction. So that's either you walk a bit to the right and start to shoot, or you walk into the door you just quickly turn, and then you can start shooting and it will directly hit the enemy. Then here you will need to get hold onto the rail and climb into the right part. There will be one more enemy, which will come like after 3 or or like climbing, I don't know how you call them. And you can just shoot it and go all the way to the right. Now here, if you enter the room, there will be a boss waiting, another mini boss, and it will just it will like let's see, it will like move between those points here, and you have to like shoot it really sometimes, and it will move around. So yeah, at the best, if you have a good spot to shoot it, that's the easiest. It will move pretty fast, so you can also just continue shooting and you will hit it at least. It's a pretty quick fight, so let's. So let's try again. Let's fire up the save state. If you just hit it in the upper, like it can hit you like this, but if you shoot it, it won't hit you if you shoot it high enough. So yeah, you can either follow it but it's like, yeah, it seemed pretty random. So most of the time, yeah, and it takes like, I'm not sure, what was it, 6-7 hits. Wait, let's try that again. Sometimes it's really, like it stays almost in place, and then the fight is really easy. It's especially easy if it like comes here and then moves down or stays. Yeah, like this. And then you can almost You can almost wait for it to come and yeah, okay, no. Yeah, sometimes this fight is pretty annoying and sometimes it's really fast, so yeah. Haven't found out how to RNG manipulate it. Yeah. Let's go on. There's like, this is one of the actually helpful caves where you can slide through. It has a heart and extra life if you need it. And now it's safe. There's one, like, you have to shoot a thing here in the sphere in this room, and this will like always do some damage. Like it shoots bullets, as you will see if I unpause, and it's pretty annoying. But it's really easy if you just run into the room and shoot it, and then it's over, and then the timer starts. But if you like walk over, you always take one hit before you can shoot it. So if you just go in and then start running to the right, to the left, sorry, and then shoot, you won't take any damage. So that's really the easiest way to do it. And then you see the stones start falling down. And now you have to take care. You have to be careful if you stand still, because then you will get hit. This is not a problem now if there are no enemies, but if enemies are coming, or if you're preparing for jumps, then that's a bit annoying that you have to be you have to move around all the time. Sometimes the best is to wait for like a boulder to fall down and then move, because especially here some enemies will spawn. Like, let's wait a bit, and then you have time to shoot the enemy until the next stone comes. Also for climbing up, to give it, I mean, if you already see that it's shaken, and you jump up the edge, you will just climb down as it will fall down, so you will take damage. So sometimes. So I think here's the first, not first, sorry, the second tight jump. Like the first one was in the swamps, and now it's the second one. You really have to jump as far as you can. You don't have, what to say, I think you need to, you can't walk into the air here, but you still, it's pretty tight, so you nearly have to walk a bit past the edge to get it. Then I think this one is not that tight. Yeah, you can just jump over, shoot another enemy. I mean, if you still have some hearts here, you can use them to get past the enemies faster. But yeah, if you want to play it safe, you can wait a bit. Oh, sorry, that was the the second hard jump. So yeah, let's take our time here. Yeah. This is the second one in this level. So this is the third one, which is quite hard. Yeah, it's good to practice them, because this is really the end of the level. And yeah, it sucks if you have to redo the whole level just because of this jump. So, and this is already the finish, and now we can meet Cyanida. Spirou will walk over automatically to her, so you won't have to do anything. Distance is a bit short, like it's especially for the running, she really runs fast. So if you're a bit in the starting point is you're you're quite near to her. So if she starts running, you really have to be quick to jump, because else you will take damage. If you have some more hearts, it's not really a problem. But like now, if I have 1 heart left, yeah, she runs pretty quick and pretty fast. And you see which attacks she has, like the the running attack, then the shooting high, and this is the shooting low attack. So you can, if you see them coming, you can dodge them. You can just keep shooting until she attacks, and shouldn't take that much damage. Might be maybe 1 more hit. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, that was it. It's a really easy fight on easy mode. Yeah, so that was already the end of the game. I really like it. So it's kind of fun. It has really, beside the auto scrollers are a bit annoying, and the few jumps are a bit hard to learn, but for the rest it's a really fun game. Fun, and yeah, it has some difficult parts, but especially for learning it, you don't have a time limit, and also you have enough lives if you really just want to finish it with the passwords. So yeah, I hope to give a bit of an introduction into how you can finish it in one sitting. Yeah, I'm sure there will be some route improvements if some people pick up the game, but yeah, for now, yes, thanks for watching, and have a good night.